Can someone at Nintendo tell Miyamoto to go home, please? Please? If you want to win one of 4 Nintendo eShop $50 gift cards, stick around to the end of the video to find out how. I touched on this when we were talking about Paper Mario, the Origami King, and how Tanabe was trying to slick diss Miyamoto, like, hey, blame him, not me, baby. And there's not much to talk about in the world of video game news currently. But when I was looking up video game news, there was a little more elaboration on the Paper Mario, the Origami King situation with Tanabe. He did another interview with like Game Informer or Games Radar, one of these game websites. I don't remember who it was, but he elaborated on the Toads and why they don't have any physical attributes that separate them from each other. And they used to back in like 1,000 Year Door. They're like, oh, that's an old Toad. Look at his mustache. Now they don't. This is a quote directly pulled from there. He said, from the production of Paper Mario Sticker Star onwards, we were no longer able to graphically represent individual characteristics such as age, gender, etc. in the Toad NPCs. And so it has become that much more important to convey their personalities simply through text. Our writer, Mr. Taro Kudo, has been grappling with this difficult challenge. He calls it a difficult challenge. So literally Nintendo's like, here. You want freedom to make a game that people are gonna love? Sorry, not today, baby. Miyamoto's out there making movies. He can't have you muddying this up, okay? But he has managed to achieve giving all the text a sense of humor. In this installment, Paper Mario, the Origami King, we were able to include some Toads wearing an outfit to match their role. We also created original origami characters. In this installment, Paper Mario, the Origami, we were able to include some Toads wearing an outfit. We were able to include some Toads wearing an outfit. It's like Miyamoto was like, fine, here, bitch, put a little outfit on him. I swear to God, if I see any gender identity in there, any type of aging, you're out of here, baby. I feel like Miyamoto is just like everyone respects him in Nintendo. Obviously, without Miyamoto, before I get into this whole thing, which I've already got into it, but you know, right now, we're gonna get into this. Miyamoto is responsible for Nintendo. As it is today, that's what Miyamoto's doing. He created Mario, Zelda, F-Zero, Star Fox, etc., etc. He created all the franchises that we love. He was integral in creating fantastic games all the way through the GameCube era, like up until Wii, and then I think the Wii is where he started to go, you know what? Let's get wild and sassy with this bitch. Like really over the end. Okay, so you look at Super Mario Sunshine, he has a little water jetpack. That's a fun mechanic. It changes the whole gameplay. It's like revolved around. It's like, ooh, it's cool, it's neat, it's wacky, it's fun. And then we get into later games where it's like, oh, forced gimmicked motion controls. Thanks, Miyamoto, awesome. No one wants to play this, you realize that, right? Nobody. That's what we got with Star Fox Zero. There have been a lot of interviews with Miyamoto talking about how he looks at games. He has even said himself that he doesn't like playing games that other people have made. He's literally the fucking fireworks salesman from Joe Dirt.
Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer.
Can someone show that scene to Miyamoto and go, hey, fucking idiot. Why don't you let your developers do what they want and make innovative, cool stuff, because that's what the consumers want. And on top of that, he said he doesn't want people making the same games over and over again. Well, then what the hell is the new Super Mario Bros. Series? Literally every single new Super Mario Bros. Game is just like the exact same thing every fucking time. It's so boring. What is Mario Kart? It's the same fucking thing. What is Smash Bros? It's the same fucking thing every fucking time. But all those franchises right there sell out the ass. That right there should tell you, Miyamoto, that you're wrong. People do want the same thing. It's you that doesn't want the same thing. There's so many fucking weird, wacky wild quotes from Miyamoto. He says that he doesn't want Nintendo to be looked at as a video game company anymore. He's looking to expand into toys, movies, and all stuff, as we've seen with Lego, the Mario movie that's in the work with Illumination. God bless you, Godspeed with that, Miyamoto. I'm excited to see it. But he doesn't want people to think of Nintendo as a video game company. He wants them to be looked at as Disney, as you would look at Disney. And I'm like, well, Disney has more freedom with their IPs anyway. They fucking gave it to Square Enix and they made Kingdom Hearts. They got Donald and Goofy over here flying around in wacky outfits with fucking magic and keyblades and shit. And you're like, no, don't put a mustache on that Toad, please. Thank you. We're trying to make Toads a universal thing. If you put a mustache on it, consumers are going to get confused. And be like, wait, Toads can grow a mustache? What is this? Or don't put a mohawk on that Yoshi. Like, it's just like, these characters could have so much more character. In Paper Mario The Origami King, which I am playing right now, I'm playing it live on Twitch, twitch.tv/FBGameplay, plug right there for you. I'm playing it and I'm like, the dialogue, the writing is so good. I laugh out loud tons of times. The characters do have character in their dialogue, but they just don't show it in their person, you know? Shy Guys all look the exact same, Toads all look the exact same. Occasionally they'll come across like, oh look, this Toad has a little captain's hat. He's a captain of a boat. Why can't we give him a fun mustache or some tattoos or some fun wacky stuff? People would like that a lot more. For some reason in Miyamoto's head, he's like, no, don't change the characters that I created. Only what I make is good. Literally, he said he doesn't really like games that other people made. He was surprised that he liked Pokemon Go, which I'm like, that's not a fucking game, Miyamoto. Him and his wife like Pokemon Go. They're just out there going like this. He's like, now this is fun. And that's a scary thought, that Miyamoto thought that was a good game. Like, whoa, whoa, stop, Miyamoto. It's not a game. But he was also surprised when people wanted another F-Zero game. He was like, wait, what? I thought you guys already had enough. We already made a few of those. They were all the same thing. Like, there's nothing I could do wacky with it, so I'm over it. Literally, that's his reason for not making more F-Zeros. He says he can't innovate on the series. He's like, well, it's just a fucking racing game where you go in a circle. That's what Mario Kart is! Miyamoto, just F-Zero. People just want a new F-Zero. You know how many people want a new F-Zero? I get that comment from multiple people all the time on Twitter, YouTube, everything. People just want a continuation of the series that they have loved since they were children, and Miyamoto's just not having it. If he can't weasel in some wacky, wild, silly little gimmick, then he's just not having it. And I just think that's weird. He's like Vince McMahon of WWE, thinks he knows best. He wants to run the company. He's always stepping into people's things. Aonuma from Zelda has said that he would go fuck with Zelda, and Aonuma will have to take out the shit he did behind his back and just not tell him. Like, what is going on? Why did they just let him run free at Nintendo? They're just like, oh, Miyamoto's coming. Hide your creative stuff. Don't let him see it. Oh yeah, we put a Toad in an archaeological outfit. It's just an outfit. He could take it off. He could take it off and just be a normal Toad. Oh thank God. Oh thank God. Oh my God. He almost took the outfit off a Toad. Jesus Christ. We got a little character in the game. We got a little bit of character in the game, and I feel bad for Tanabe taking all the heat for Paper Mario. These are all rules and things that Miyamoto has just set into place in Nintendo just to stifle creativity, because he's not in charge of the creativity anymore. He's over there overseeing the movie side of things, looking at toys. He said he's talking to multiple different outlets outside of video games. He's doing this thing. He can't focus on the games. He's like an overseer on games, like he'll come check up on games, like a supervisor, I guess you would call it, or something like that. He'll go look at the games and be like, ooh, maybe you should tweak this, maybe change that. Sticker Star Wars is a completely different game. He said it looked too much like Thousand Year Door, so he said, you know what? Only use characters that are already pre-established. Don't change the Mario characters at all. If you're gonna add in new characters, that have to be something completely brand new. And that has been a rule for the Paper Mario series since Sticker Star. Literally, when he saw Sticker Star, he's like, whoa, you're making another Thousand Year Door? That was a little too creative, a little too wacky, a little too imaginative. Dial it back, just use what I've made. Just go look at my book, see what I got in there, and use that. Don't make your own stuff, not here. Not at Nintendo. And he doesn't understand why people didn't like games like Star Fox Zero, where he gimmicked in these motion controls and was like, hey, this is how you have to play, because I think it's fun and I think it's wacky. And he cited, I have a quote actually, he talked about children enjoying it. He said, I think personally Star Fox is a really fun game if you sit down and play it. I think, for example, an elementary school kid who plays it without any preconceived notions, I think it would be really fun for them. I think it's also really fun for siblings to play together. He literally wants his games to be accessible to people that don't like them. If you like the Nintendo series, he's just like, no, this is not for you. This is for people, we want new people to come in and then just disregard them eventually and go, oh, you like that? Well, guess what? We're not doing that again, because we always gotta be doing something new. I don't know. Miyamoto, I just wanted to rant about Miyamoto for a little bit. Obviously, that probably was a little incoherent. I like to ramble off the top of my head. These are notes, and there is stuff on the paper. Look, there's stuff on the goddamn paper. Maybe you can't even see that from right there. Can you see that now? No, you can. My handwriting's terrible. If you pause that and read it, it's just terrible. But yeah, I wanted to rant and rave about Miyamoto, because literally reading that about Paper Mario Origami King, I was just like, ugh. God, it could have been so much better. I love the game, but the characters, if they allowed them full freedom in Paper Mario in the universe, it'd have been a much better game. It truly would have. Obviously, RPG mechanics would have pushed it over the edge as well. But seeing like just an infinite amount of characters that all look the exact same as each other, and their only characteristics come out in their speech bubbles. You only get like one or two from most people, and you're just like, oh look, this guy's a little scared baby. Oh, he ran off. You could have like a little tear running down his face, a little thing or something, just anything to make it more characterized. but Miyamoto's not having any of that. If he sees that, I don't know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get an ass whooping at Nintendo or something. But really, I think it's time for Miyamoto to just let Nintendo, the game section, he wants it to be a whole branching conglomerate of all types of things. Let the games area, I know he's like responsible for it, but let them be innovative, be creative, don't stifle their creativity, let them run free with the IPs, and if it doesn't sell well, then oh well, guess what, try again. I mean, that's just how it works in the games industry. People want the same thing over and over again anyways, because look at Call of Duty, it sells out the ass every year, look at Forza, look at all these other games that it's the exact same thing over and over, and people just want updated versions of something that they love. Just give us that. Don't go, oh, we have to change this completely, or you know, make restrictions so you can't do this. It's really stupid. You go focus on your movies and your toys and all that other stuff, and let these young, new developers with all kinds of amazing ideas, which I know they have because the fans have incredible ideas, and if you want to work in Nintendo developed games, I'm sure you're a fan of Nintendo games, let them expand on these ideas, add new characters, create new characters. Like, we're not going to get any new Mario characters anymore? Is that what you're saying, Miyamoto? Because it's pretty fucking outrageous to think that. A lot of characters that we get, new characters in games, they don't show up in the next iteration because that's just how it works at Nintendo now. Because of, it's a huge part because of Miyamoto, because he has so much respect there, as he should. Like I said, he is responsible for everything that we love and hold dear. It's his shit, it's his baby. But sometimes, you know, the baby grew up, you're old now, let him go out in the world and just get it, baby. But hey, that's probably not going to happen until Miyamoto dies, which is probably a long way off because he's a Japanese man, he's very healthy, he's walking all over the place probably, I'd imagine, like Japanese people do. So maybe we're in for a few more decades of not very creative Nintendo games, or stuff that he thinks is creative that we actually think sucks. So there you go, sad news, but hey, what can you do? Hey, I forgot to do the outro, so here I am in my room with my camera, selfie filming. Hey, if you want to win one of 4 Nintendo eShop $50 gift cards, all you can do is leave a like, comment, and be subscribed. You gotta be subscribed to win, and I'll be picking a random video uploaded to the channel at the end of the month of July, and then 4 random comments from the random video. I'll be picking the winners live on twitch.tv/FUGameCrew, so follow me there for lots of live stream fun, and that's all there is to that. But if you want to support the channel, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/FUGameCrew. We also have a merch store, FUGameCrew at BigCartel.com. We got shirts, stickers, mugs, all that fun stuff. You know what it is. There's a join button down below. You can support us that way as well. We're also in BitChute and Flare. Links to everything in the description. Go check that out. Sorry I botched the outro. Sue me. Sue me! I dare you. I'll bring you down.
So I want to say thank you to your loyalty. Thank you for your support.